Washington, D.C. was preparing for one of the biggest 4th of July celebrations in American history. The heat index was climbing towards 117 degrees. Crowds were filling the city, and we were bringing our RV to within minutes of the action. We're staying at Cherry Hill Park in Maryland, a campground just 7 minutes from the Greenbelt metro station that gave us a quick and convenient way to reach the heart of Washington, D.C. For the next 7 days, we'll test whether Cherry Hill Park is truly a practical way to visit the nation's capital by RV. We'll show you how we navigated the metro, compare it to the public metro bus service that picks up passengers at the campground, track the transportation cost, visit the monuments and the Smithsonian museums, and take you to the National Archives to see America's original founding documents. We'll also give you an honest look at the campground security, transportation, crowds, and area safety, and explain decisions we made to feel comfortable throughout the trip. But every Washington adventure starts somewhere. And for us, it starts with a 2-day haul, and our first stop is Virginia. Now, before we get into Washington, D.C., we first got to get there. And our first stop is at KOA in Wytheville, Virginia.
Oh, the tires sound better.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they don't do a lot of squeaking when you come up through there now.
Okay, so we are heading north. We are going further than we've ever gone before, Washington, D.C. So we're going to go up there for the 250th anniversary of America with 500 million other people. There's going to be so many people there, but we are going to go to a campground that's just north of the district of the D.C. area. It's probably one of the most patriotic campgrounds probably in America. But first, we're going to go halfway, which is going to be at a KOA in Virginia. We're going to stay there for the night. But before we got ready for our trip, I had to do a few things to the camper to get ready for this long trip. I have never repacked my bearings, and I know that is really bad. I had 13,000 miles. I thought it was 12,000, but it actually turns out it was 13,000 miles before I repacked my bearings for the first time. So I did that, had to adjust the brakes. I'll show you all about that. I'll show you what I've done right now. This is preparation. This is one of those tips and tricks that you got to do before you go on a long trip. And one of the things we're going to do is we're going to clean our bearings. They've never been done. They're way overdue. You're supposed to do this yearly. I think we're on what, year 2, and we got 12,000 miles. Thought it was time to do it. So when I pulled it out, you know, the grease doesn't look too bad. It's a little black, but not too bad. I still see some red. So now I'm just going to clean the inside of this with some brake cleaner. I'm going to rotate the tires while I'm at it. I'm going to take tires on this side of the camper, put it on that side of the camper, just rotate the tires. It's not a how-to, it's just one of those things we got to do to prepare for our trip. There's no reason for me to show you how to do this because there's thousands of videos out there that are much better than anything I'd ever make. So there's a guy, I got him down in the description, that I learned how to do this from. Looking off my trash. The whole camper, grease-wise, 2 tubes did the whole camper. Basically, a tube per side is what I ended up with. Rotate it a few times to help get everything seated in there, pressure, and then we'll just see how it's loose, and then I'll just finger tighten it like that. So after you do your bearings, you need to do your brake adjustments. So currently the wheel's spinning and it spins too much, and so what you got to do is we got to adjust our brakes, because before we hit the road on our long trip, we need to do this. You're supposed to do this every 3,000 miles. This trailer has 12,000. It's never been done. I've never did it. I didn't know to do it, and so I'm learning now. So there's like a little gear in here that you just stick your screwdriver in and you just turn it up. You can't see it on the camera, but there's a little gear in there, and you just turn it, and then you get it to where the wheel won't turn. This could explain why I had to take my trailer brake gain and go all the way up to 8. I'm at 8. I started out, when I bought the trailer, it was 6. And they say that that's the number one thing you start to realize. All right, see, I can't hardly turn it. I'm gonna go one more turn. So now it's like, it's fully engaged. There's no turning. That's how you know. And then what I've done on the other ones is I've gone down 4 times. So 1 time, 2 times, 3, 4 times. All right, and so you can kind of hear it, that grind noise. That's what you want to hear. So that's my last one. I've done all 4. There we go, Tanya. Yeah, you're supposed to do that every 3,000 miles, and I've only done it the first 12,000. Brakes adjusted, Tanya. Bearings done, brakes done. We're ready to hit the road.
I'm ready to hit the road for Washington, D.C.
Ready to hit the road to Washington, D.C. Going up into Virginia, it has been a steady uphill incline. So the truck has been running, and of course it is 96 degrees outside, but it's been running as high as 240 degrees on the oil temperature. That's the hottest I've ever seen it get. If I'm running at 70, it'll be 235 to 240. If I run at 60, 65, I'm getting at about 225 to 230. Got my gloves. Always gotta have gloves. These are the nastiest pumps in the world. Arch oil. Open roads card. What you may be thinking is that, well, I'll just use my credit card. Credit cards won't work here. You have to have a open roads card or some kind of fleet card to be able to use this pump. I'm not real sure why that is, but a regular standard credit card doesn't work on it. The price here is $477, and what are we going to get it for? You said we're going to get it for $425. It's right here. It says $425. That's what we're going to get it for. As you can see, it says $477. So that's pretty good little savings. Tanya went in to get drinks. We got free Love sodas because it was so busy in there. They told you what? Said just go ahead, leave, go ahead and go. Yeah, it was.
Just like, is that all you have? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, so we got free drinks. So hey, Open Roads cards brings you to Love's. You may get a free drink. I think I'm looking here. I'm sorry, I got a new camera. I don't know where to look. I think I'm looking down. Here we go. There we go. There you are.
All right, Sammy is down here eating. He's feeling much better. He got sick on the way, like always. You gotta go that way.
So we are stopped at a rest stop for the cats to get a little break. Yeah, use y'all's potty. Tanya is down here taking a little break. It is kind of hot in here right now. We got all the fans going. We got the door open. Still kind of hot. It's been a scorcher. So we're going to have 107 heat index on the 4th of July. So are they escorting us to our side, or?
We just go up this road out here.
You got that road right there?
And we're in that side right there.
Okay.
Just go back.
So on that
We'll go right here. Let's go right here.
This road here, but we got to go back up that way.
No.
Yeah.
No, we got to go this road right here, honey.
Okay. I see.
We're parked
okay.
right here. You gotta go up this road right here.
Gotcha.
Got a little bowling and family fun center right there.
All right, cool. Right here.
Does that say 22?
It says 22.
Okay. These sites have got a good bit of room in between them, don't they?
Yeah, they do. There's a bit of room in between them.
You will arrive at your destination in 600 feet.
Sorry, we're already there. It says Jack Fault, but it looks level to me. I'm gonna leave it. We're just gonna go with it like this.
Okay, that's
I ain't
fine.
fooling with it. Auto level wouldn't work. I'm having issues with auto level. I have no clue what's wrong with it.
It's 95 out there, but it says it feels like 96, but it feels like it's hotter than that outside.
Yeah, it does. So I had issues with auto level. So we're manually leveled. It's off just a little bit, not much. I can't figure it out. I cannot figure it out for the life of me. I was going to bring some blocks to drive on top of, and I forgot those. I forgot my level so that I could see how level or unlevel I am. These sites are just your typical gravel sites, which are not always that level. You know, you have a little pile of gravel in one spot and a dip in the other, and that's what happened here. So anyway, I'm just not going to sweat it. It's working just fine, just having 4 jacks down, and it's pretty close to level, and it's too hot to deal with. So we're just living with it. It's just rolling with it. Whenever we stay at a KOA, we're never quite sure what to expect. But KOA Wytheville genuinely surprised us. The campground offers quite a bit for travelers, and is clearly a popular overnight stop. Many of the campers around us were traveling north or south using the KOA Wytheville as a convenient stopover, just like we were. The campground has a full activity center with some impressive arcade games, and we had to spend a little time there ourselves. There's also a bowling alley, a cafe, and a media room where families can enjoy movie nights. The swimming pool looked excellent and was very active with children when we arrived, so rather than film when everyone was enjoying the pool, I waited until it closed at 8 p.m. to get the footage. KOA Wytheville also has a small mini golf course, multiple playgrounds, a fishing pond, and the camp store and office were well equipped with essentials along with a few extras that come in handy while you're traveling. And then this is where we are. In our experience, most of the full hookup 50 amp sites had more elbow room than the typical KOA site. That said, you'll still find some smaller, more traditional KOA sites in the other sections of the campground. Now check out these wagon tents available for rent. Now how cool is this? We also noticed that they are expanding a cabin area, so it looks like the KOA Wytheville is continuing to grow. The wooded section wasn't really our preference because with the size of camper that we have, we tend to favor larger and more open sites. Fortunately, the site we received gave us the kind of space we prefer. As you saw earlier, it's also very easy to get in and out of. One thing we found a little unusual was the road leading into the campground. If it weren't for the KOA signs and the arrows pointing you in the right direction, you might think you had accidentally turned into someone's neighborhood. It felt a little strange when we drove in. Another detail that wasn't completely clear to us was the site assignment process. We were not able to reserve a specific site number ahead of time. We did reserve a pull-through site, but the actual site number was assigned when we arrived. Now that could be because we were only staying for one night. Now possibly if you're a guest staying longer, you may have the option to choose a specific site, but that wasn't clear to us when we made our reservation. Pretty cool. We got us a pepperoni pizza. Show us the pizza. Oh yeah, this is pepperoni pizza. Got finished playing the arcades. Now we're going to eat some pizza. Overall, KOA Wytheville turned out to be a convenient and surprisingly well-equipped stopover. It offered plenty of activities for families, useful amenities for travelers, and some spacious full hookup sites. All right, ready to go to Washington, D.C.?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, ready to go.
We're going to have 103 degrees today in Maryland, where we're going to be going. And then it's going to be 101 tomorrow while we're enjoying the festivities in Washington, D.C. Whew.
Sam, what you doing down there? Hey, Sammy. I know, I see you. And he's in there.
Hey. That tractor trailer. It's got a whole camper on the back. Huh. I got Ferraris in there.
Something.
Up and have a successful auto level. I did drive it on the blocks here to show people this. I get excited when the middle jacks come down because that means it was successful. Hey Gary, what you doing? Try to attempt to put a solar flag up, and then Tanya's down here below. Well, so the American flag is hung up. Okay, Tanya, tell us what's going on here. So you got a little map.
We're going to park at the Greenbelt station
Yeah.
today. We're going to take it all the way down to here.
Now, on this trip, what we're going to do is we're not ever going to drive our truck, except for today. Because today they're having all the 4th of July festivities at the National Mall, and we don't want to ride a bus or...
Well, the buses aren't running this afternoon.
So the buses stop...
Late at night. They stop at 9 something.
So they're going to stop at 9 something. And so we won't have no way to get back here. The train will run all the way up to about, what, 2 a.m. So we're going to go on the train because I think Trump's going to speak. And then after when Trump gets finished speaking, then they're going to shoot off fireworks everywhere. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to get on the train to come back here to the station, the Greenbelt station, we hope. And then we'll get in our truck, drive back here. But the rest of the trip, we're going to take the bus from the campground to the train station, downtown. Well, no, one day we go to George Washington's house. When we go to Mount Vernon, we're going to have to drive there because there's no bus that takes you there, and it's off the south end of the D.C. district, so it's going to be below actually Washington D.C. All right, you ready to go downtown, see what it's all about?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. We're going to go down there and join 5 million other people. Show me a bottle of water, Tanya. You gotta have some bottled water. It's already it's gonna be 100 degrees today. 100 in Maryland and Washington D.C. Can you believe that? 100 degrees this far north. I didn't realize it got that hot up here. I mean, this is as hot as like down at St. Andrews. Wow. Have a clue where we're at right now. We just got off and started walking. I figure we'll just use our phone and figure out where we are later. Hey, Tanya, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you right now?
I'm good.
What are you, about a 25?
Yeah, it's neat.
Tanya's about a 25. This is pretty cool.
I've never been. So we found our next RV right here. This is our next RV, 1930s classic. 1930 classic.
Yeah, how about that? What we learned by reading the little placard here is that people used this as a mode of living in because it was cheaper. They didn't pay taxes. They could move their house around. So people didn't just go camp for recreation like we do today. well. I mean, we've been here this long, might as well. People were passing out. They were having to send the paramedics out to them. It's hot. It's 100. It's over 100 degrees with a heat index of 108, 110.
Happy 4th of July! Happy 4th! Happy 250th birthday,
So they have called off the fireworks indefinitely. Secret Service has shut down the gates. You can't get in there. They've restricted the area. So now we're just going to go back to the train. So we just walked around, did the museum, walked around, got some stuff. Pretty much we stood in line for about 3 hours, 3-4 hours, and now we're all
gone.
Yeah, we're heading back to the campground.
Let me get up.
All right. Now we're just, oh, it's lightning. We got lightning coming up. May have been from that. Well, turns out that the fireworks are back on. But we're going to stay here at the camper because we got Fox News. They're covering the whole event live. They reopened the gates. Evidently, the reason they closed it before was because they were afraid that the weather was going to be too bad for all the people to be there. So they sent us away. But we're just going to watch it in the camper. We're not upset that we're back at the camper because it was just too many people. It was too hot. It was just, you saw it, how busy those streets were. That whole National Mall was going to look like a sea of heads. So we're actually happy to be back here at the camper, and we're just going to watch it here live. In that way, we're not see. They actually got a stage set up. They had people that were going to be singing, and then Trump was going to speak. I guess Trump's going to speak on this stage, and then they're going to shoot fireworks everywhere. And this is on the National Mall lawn. So we're just going to watch it in the camper. We're going to eat some dinner now. It is 10 o'clock. So in about an hour, I guess it's all going to begin in about an hour. But not disappointed. So we are going to get to see it. Probably better than if we were there, honestly, because if we were there, we probably wouldn't even be able to see the stage. And now we'll be able to hear all the music and see the stage. So there we go. Holy smokes. We can hear this from our camper outside right now. This is amazing. I mean, there's like 5 million firecrackers going off at one time. Look at that. I've never seen so many fireworks shooting at one time. That's crazy. I mean, really, I don't even know if you can hear this. Here, let me turn the volume down. I don't know if you can hear it in the camper or the air conditioning going. Let me see if I can go outside here for a second where y'all can hear this. Yeah, listen to that. You hear that? I don't know if you can hear that or not. That's crazy. But yeah, you can hear that. That's amazing. All right, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna finish watching this. We'll check you tomorrow. So I want to dedicate this episode and this series to my father, Jim. He was one that taught me how to travel, have a good time. He was also the one that introduced me to video, got me into wanting to travel. That's why we have a travel channel now, because of him. He recently passed away, so today's video is dedicated to Jim, James W. Prim Jr.
my father.
Up next on Glamp Review, we settle into Cherry Hill Park in Maryland, the RV gateway to Washington, D.C. And after spending 7 days there, we'll answer the big question, is it really worth the price? In the coming episodes, we'll give you our honest campground review, show you what Cherry Hill Park has to offer, and break down exactly what this trip cost us, including the 7 days of riding the Metro. And if you've never used the Washington Metro before, well, don't worry. We'll show you how the system works, how to read the map, and what we learned while navigating our way around the nation's capital. Then we'll wrap up this series with a complete loop tour of Cherry Hill Park, including the roads, sites, amenities, and the campsites that might be best for your RV. Now, if you've enjoyed today's episode and want to follow the rest of this Washington, D.C. adventure, be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so that you don't miss the next episode. Now, I'm Jamie, this is my wife Tanya, our cats Simon and Annie, and we'll see you in 2 weeks right here on Glamp Review as the adventure continues.